Hi, everyone. I was actually ready to come on 2 minutes early, but then I'm trying to fix my Facebook, the one spiritual insights, and it's still not showing right, but it's got a check mark on it now. So I had to schedule it for like 10 minutes later. Just when I'm ready, it's not ready. So I apologize again. For some reason, I can't seem to get on at 10 o'clock. I was ready at 9:58. So here we are. I'm in my pajamas today. So if something happens to the camera and it points in my direction, I've had to multitask already today, try to problem solve. Um, Dreamweaver is having some major car issues, and I'm the one that's like in communication with the mechanic. Of course, we're doing a trade for a reading, which is like always fun. So we're doing this weird communication thing. Keeps coming at night to look at the situation, and the situation just hasn't been fixed like all week. So anyway, we had to chat with him this morning. So it's just been very interesting. Everybody's cool people. Everybody deserves time. So it took extra time today. I know. I probably really should have said all that. If I could have just cut all that out, just like except from your memories. But it's just to go show you. Again, we're walking into Fire Horse, so like things are insane. Um, when they rush in, you have to keep on top of things. So don't be surprised if you end up having to be late for things because all of a sudden there's multiple things to take care of at once. It's going to be a crazy busy month for sure, probably a crazy busy year, but the month is already off to a very interesting start. So just kind of sharing that with everybody. All right, I've been sending some of you some interesting clips. Me and Dreamwave actually sat in on the healing of Stonehenge yesterday. It was like an hour and a half long process with Samuel Lee. I've forwarded a lot of Samuel Lee's information to people. He's on YouTube and Facebook. So I would really check him out. He was a psychologist. He told his life story. He was really started off in a bad place and just evolved to this wonderful being, felt his calling and, took all these classes, and he's a doctor, he's a psychologist, he's all kinds of stuff. Anyway, he's very connected. So because in the grid of Stonehenge is okay, I know there's a lot for people, but I was told I should be doing like timeless podcasts, and this would be one thing that you could always look back on, hopefully, unless I have to erase it because I have so much time on my StreamYard. Um, but like the draconians and other aliens from other places that hijacked us and our energy grids from like day one, long time ago, before anybody was even a thought of being born. I mean, we're talking from the beginning of time, beginning of the earth cycles and humans and stuff. There were so many things that were hijacked. That's why we are in a death system. We were never meant to die. We were always meant to be healthy, never have these illnesses and stuff. But they've robbed our energy source and they redirected it to themselves. And Stonehenge was one of those major places that housed all this energy and this connection. And it has ley lines underneath the ground to like Ireland and Scotland, France, and all these places that are major sources of energy grids that we are supposed to be continually being fed, just like fairies and stuff are also healers of the earth, and so that we can get the energy from the earth that we were supposed to have. But they put it in a reverse system that channels back to them instead, and this is how they feed off of us. All right, so I know it's too much for some of you to handle and it sounds off the wall, but you have to listen to the way Samuel B describes this stuff. And in my gut, it makes total sense. I've known about different types of aliens and stuff for a very long time. always knew something was wrong. Just couldn't always put my finger on exactly how it was happening. So that's just kind of one of the quick stories. So anyway, doing the healing of Stonehenge, if you ever get any extra energy, you want to channel it to the white, golden, milky white light, silver, and gold. This is what Stonehenge needs so that we can start getting healthy again. So people that are anchored in the light, that work in the light, will actually start finding that their minds could become clearer. Pains start to go away. I just was telling Dreamer, I've been totally blown away for like the last 2 days. I haven't had any pain. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but this is like totally freaky. So we've been like doing meditations and stuff, and I can tell you it works. You have no idea how hard it is for me to get out of the bed in the morning. Sometimes my body's just so, I have to do exercises just to get out of bed, stretches and stuff. So it has been really amazing. So you too can do this. You really focus on the light, channel all that white and golden light into your body, picture it feeding your organs. I've been doing Tai Chi, and when they do the energy ball, I picture that energy going in my body and swirling all around and rejuvenating everything. And if you're doing all the breath work that it takes to do Tai Chi, both of our bodies were tingling. I was feeling lightheaded. I was like, woo, I am like healthy. So anyway, it's a cool experience. I wanted to share that with you guys because I want everybody to heal and be better, be more connected. Doing this kind of work and sharing the unconditional love with the earth and things like that really helps. When you're a friend to all the animals in the world, God takes notice to this. The universe noticed. They notice your love and that you care about these unconditionally loving beings. You're not just some cold-hearted robot walking through life. I mean, it does matter. Every thought, word, and deed, I've been saying this for a long time, does matter. So please watch your thoughts, watch your deeds, your attitude, and your thoughts about yourself, other people. Again, you catch yourself saying something negative or thinking something negative, say cancel, 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 replace it with something positive, and this is what helps the world heal, and at least your world. Things that affect you, maybe your experiences even. I mean, it's pretty intense. Think about it. So we are set up for love today. I could not find my all red tablecloth, but because we won't be talking again until after Valentine's Day, literally like the day after, I wanted to celebrate a little bit of it now. So we got ruby, we got coral. I don't know, this could be dyed quartz, but we'll say rose quartz. I got my crystal ball on here. Just in case I feel like I want to do some crystal ball gazing for you today. This is cherry quartz. And, well, this is just a beautiful little angel with a red heart for Valentine's Day. I do have our little fortune cookie things out here in case we get a chance to get to that. And I haven't been saying this lately, so I'm sorry for anybody whose birthdays were in January. Happy birthday. Anybody whose birthday's here in February, happy birthday. And let's get moving into the fire horse. Get your engines revved. Really put that forceful energy towards what it is you desire. No matter what happens to you, don't let it throw you off your balance. This is going to be really hard to do, really important. Actually, I should not manifest that it's going to be hard to do. It could actually be easy to do. Depends on the mind frame that you adopt, and how often that you're willing to catch yourself. If you're being very mindful, this could be an easy task. All right, so let's go ahead and say good morning to everybody. I do a lot of my PT exercises before I get out of bed every morning. Yes, right? And it does help. That helps so much. And that's exactly what I do. It's my physical therapy ones too. Yep. Yeah, I had to do the leg stretches and stuff, or I'm trying to avoid that day. I ended up in the hospital because I couldn't move. My back was so out of whack, and my oh my God. And it's amazing really how much those particular stretches help. And I've made a couple of my own that help to snap my back into place. I punch from side to side, all the way up, all the way down, and that kind of like jolts your spinal cord back into place, because when you're sleeping, I mean, everything gets all cockeyed. I haven't said that word in a while. All right, so let's say good morning to everybody. Good morning, Dreamweaver. Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Colleen. Good morning, Auntie. It's a Super Bowl Sunday. I was just telling Dreamweaver that, because I'm like, I don't know. Everybody's announcing on the radio, oh, what are we going to eat this Sunday? What are you making? And what are you making? I'm like, what do you mean, what are we making? I said, it's got to be Super Bowl Sunday. Nobody talks like that. They're, when they start talking hot wings and, all this finger food, I said, it's got to be Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, well, who's in the playoffs? Not that I really care, but some people might want to know. Curious. Good morning, Robert. Yay. Good morning, Lisa. There are also places in the U.S. And you mean the grid work stuff? I'm late taking the dogs out today. Oh, okay. Happy birthday to Darlene. Yes, I sent her some birthday gifts this morning. And I sent her something in the mail. So she said, so let me know when she goes to open it. Yeah, I wish she would get on. I mean, I got to talk her into it more. Didn't have much time today. I've been, like I said, pretty busy, occupied, and to the point that I feel so weird. I feel like I'm naked putting on this podcast because I'm in my pajamas. But that's all right. That's the great thing about being able to do podcasts from home, right? I am here. That's what matters. All right. Seahawks and this thing is, let me go down some more. This thing is not letting me. Okay. Seahawks and Patriots. Good morning, everyone. And yes, like Nevada and Arizona. Okay. So, yeah, there's grid lines everywhere, but the ones that actually stem from Stonehenge, I think, is what we were working on yesterday. But it's good to focus on all of them and the water. So we did a healing. Oh no, please tell me I didn't throw that. I couldn't have thrown that out. We were energy charging water, and we could have put it in our waterways and stuff here. I thought about if I was ready to go to the spring, I would have dumped some of the spring. But knowing me and the stuff I've got to do and clean around here, I was going to try to put it in a can somewhere or bottle to put it into the spring water later and remember. So I just drank it. I took the healing on instead, which is good. I can always charge. You can always charge water. I put crystals and copper in the water yesterday when we were doing that to give it an extra boost. You can always put water in different colored bottles if you need certain energy that corresponds with your certain chakras. You can just put a clear glass with a quartz, or gotta watch the stones. If you have my books, anybody have my books, look in the stone section to see which ones you should not use as an elixir, because some of them could be poisonous, like malachite. Do not ever want to drink water made from malachite. It's toxic. But there are other ones you could put in water or soak in water. But just so stick to the crystal. It's that extra energy for whatever you need it for. And that's even better. I do, when I make my water for my sprays, there's some few chosen stones that I put in there when I make my holy water. Okay, so you can do whatever it is and your intention by holding the glass and focusing on it, focusing white, gold, and purple lights being infused into your water, green if you really would need to heal something in your body. Use them all. I see all these spiraling around in the water and going down through your chakra, in through your heart, through your hands, and into that glass of water. You got to channel that energy, and you can make yourself some really nice energy charged water. This is a really good practice, and that'll be your homework for this week. We'll see if any of you do that. You have to let me know next week. All right, so we got all the love stones out here. Coral comes from water, so it's good for the emotions. Ruby actually helps you feel really good about yourself. It could help with your blood systems and things like that. The cherry quartz, anything quartz is going to amplify whatever it is you're already working on. Rose quartz is for that love for yourself, that you're doing right what's by you first. Then you can extend that to others. Making sure you're giving extra attention to people and pets because they need it too. And they love love just like you do. And they need it too because they're also affected by this energy that we're dealing with. Matter of fact, probably more so. So there is my, wow, first like 15 minutes of the show. Hopefully do you guys like when I cover stuff like this and not just get into readings, but like give you some information, inform you on things? Let me know because, I like to do things that will benefit people and that you like and that you want to hear about and things like that. I try to make it interesting. I mean, the whole purpose for me originally starting, it's called the Traveling Ministries of the Mystics and something. I can't even remember. The name was so long I changed it, but I don't think it's changed when you do a Facebook search. But Spiritual Insights. So it's just I love to still educate people however I can because knowledge is power. If you're not in the know, how do you know how to fix things, correct things, or amplify things, help yourself, help others, things like that. I think that information is really, really important. You can do with it what you want, but we need to talk about the role of our pineal gland. Yeah, the pineal gland, decalcify. I'm going to cover this one more time. Tell people, stay away from fluoride. In Walmart, there's Hello Fresh and Tom's, I think. There's 2 toothpastes that I know of. There's probably more that do not have fluoride in it. Fluoride was meant to calcify our pineal gland so we don't remember who we are. We don't have the brains to think for ourselves, and we don't remember how strong we truly are, that we're just mini gods ourselves. We can create whatever we wish to create, but to be able to see ahead, be able to communicate and connect with nature, connect with source, connect with your guides, guardians, and angels, you need your pineal gland. So I did say this once before. Matter of fact, I'm going to get it. I'm going to show it to you. Give me 1 minute. There are, and it's only like 2 herbs, so it's not like it's a bunch of crap that's in it. But there's pineal gland cleansers that helps your body shed that, decalcify that pineal gland. It's really, really important. And they start from when you're kids, because kids, I'll tell you, are more connected up to the age of 5 than any of us. So yes, and they're all, they were telling Kayla and the grandkids that they needed fluoride treatments and they needed to eat these fluoride pills every day. I'm like, oh my God, what's with the overabundance of fluoride? Seriously. And it's in your drinking water. So if you could drink spring water, distilled water, do that. And it's probably a matter of time before they infiltrate our spring water system. So go for the distilled if you can. Oh, it's nice to get the minerals from the spring water, but not always possible. There's a few brands, you can look what's in them. It should be something you recognize, except for I don't understand the one herb, but it's an herb, so I'm all right with that. I'll put this down here. So I have pineal gland activation, and I'll tell you, when I just take one of them, you could take 2, but it says, if you have a sensitive stomach, take 1 and take it with food. I haven't really had a problem, so that's good. And I do have stomach issues. Had. I see. Don't even claim that you have issues. See, I catch myself all day long. I'm like, no, I used to once upon a time ago have these issues or something. All right, awaken your pineal dietary supplement. What's in here? Come on. Haritaki powder and turmeric powder and hydropoperol. Vegan, that's the capsule, but it's a vegan capsule, so that's nice. But yes, so I'm not sure what the Hartarki powder is. I did look it up at one time. Let me see. I'll do that now. But anyway, and that's all it is. And it's just worth it to decalcify it, and you'll start. I have dreams. I have more dreams than I have now. I can imagine how powerful my premonitions and my dreams and my knowing would be if I was totally decalcified, because I know how it is now. And oh my goodness. I mean, I've been downloaded already. I don't know if I told you guys the story. One day my mom was here visiting, and Dreamweaver was here. I was doing dishes at the kitchen sink. I was looking out the window, and for like 10 seconds, my mind opened. I knew everything, like calculations, everything went through my mind in 10 seconds. I'm like, whoa. I couldn't even begin to describe all the things I knew, and it shut off just that quick. I ran in the living room, like, you wouldn't believe what just happened to me. Like, for like 10 seconds, I knew everything in the world, everything. But of course, I can't remember not a bit of it because it just went away that fast. So for 1 second, my whole brain was turned on. That door flung open. And I guess it's showing me that it is possible and that we are so much more than we think we are. And we've purposely been put here with that part of our brain shut off, so we didn't know how to get out of this matrix. So we don't know how. I mean, we could teleport. I mean, all you got to do is think of a place, you'd be there. I mean, it's like, okay, heaven probably is heaven here on earth. When that earth separates and we go into the two separate sections, I'm telling you, we're just the omnipotent, whatever they call it, beings that we are. Oh my God. So yes, we are like God. We can like literally do anything, go anywhere. So let's work on opening that up. So let's see what the Hartarki is. So I get so excited about it. Can you tell? I'm not talking at my butt, people. I've experienced this stuff. I'm telling you. All right. So I'm going to see if I can say it correctly while I'm looking this up. Harataki here. What does Harataki powder do for the human body?
Harataki powder, also known as Terminalia chebula, supports digestion, relieves constipation, and aids in detoxification. It also boosts the immune system, supports heart health by lowering cholesterol, and acts as an antioxidant, potentially improving skin, hair, and cognitive function.
The cognitive function. So whatever it's doing, that is it like it's some sort of a detoxifier, which probably a decalcifier. So that and the turmeric is really fantastic for the body. It helps with pain and everything else. Usually turmeric, in order to be useful, usually needs to be mixed with black pepper or something. So, maybe eat a little something with black pepper and then take that and get the total boost out of what you're taking. But so that's some information there. And I'm going to, if you can see it, Terminalia chebula or whatever it is. So that's about the Harataki powder. All right, so you know how it's spelled. Okay. Phew, now we did all that. And sure, I try to learn something every day. Awesome. Well, we just got a little education this morning. It's awesome. All right, Spirit. They use this deck. Help me pick the card that best helps everyone in their path in life, especially for this week of February 8th, 2026. All right, Spirit. There it is. Just pop right out of there. Woohoo! All right. Yep. This is a fire horse card, I would think. All right. We have the Warrior Hero card. Ugh. All right. So there are special people around you all the time waiting for their moment to enter when they are needed or called to serve karma. There are new people or someone who is ready to serve their purpose. Be that a real friend you need, maybe a lawyer, social worker, earth angel, or even that knight in shining armor, maybe a princess, or a handy person that you were in search of. We get involved in that one of those already. Either way, some much needed being is headed your way. This could even be an animal companion. You too can also be called to be this warrior for someone else as well. See where this fits in your life and where you can serve, as maybe it's both. That's good. Got some good energy there. So whatever you're needing for, you can even call it forth to you. Right now, we need a really good, educated, and maybe quick working, we'll say mechanic. Or I need a doctor for this particular issue you're having. Or I need that wonderful spiritual teacher to come into my life. Or maybe somebody who really knows about Chinese herbs, or, whatever it is you need. Call them forth. Put it out there. Don't forget, everything you do 3 times a day. That really, really helps. And you amplify that energy and you get the energy moving. All right. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? All right. We're going to do the animal deck here. All right, Spirit. Help me pick the proper card that best helps everyone in their path in life. Everyone, especially for this week of February 8th, 2026. Yeah, I got my thing back. Yay. All right. I feel 2 cards need to come out of this deck. So let me pull the second one. Oh, there it is. Oop, there it is. All right. First one is Eagle Mastery. Did we get this last week? Somebody got this. Eagle Mastery. And don't forget, anytime you feel like you need to take screenshots, it could be helpful for you later in case I have to delete this podcast. I think they're all still on YouTube, but I have to delete them out of StreamYard. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Yes, we are, especially the more awake you are, the more you help people. And I can tell you, I am definitely motivated to do this. I really have to pick a subject, or when information comes to me. I'm going to probably have to title it something else, but, definitely hit the notification bell. And if you see me do another podcast of some certain information, hit that notification bell, because I might just, name it spiritual information we all could use, or something. I don't know. It's probably too long, but I'll come up with a good name. But there's a lot of information out there, and we all need to share what you know, because that little thing you think may not add up to much could really be the exact message that person needed to unlock all the doors to their mind that help them push them forward in a certain direction. Like, man, I had that fear all this time and it was as simple as that. Or, wow, that's what I was missing in my meditation. Or, wow, I talked to my guides, guardians, and angels, but I was never sure if, I was getting the truth. Maybe there's just certain words that you say, well, this is what I say when I get connected. It could be simple things. And even like, well, when I do this at work, I just do that first, and it just makes everything else go faster. I mean, you can be inspiring people in an enormous amount of ways and not even know it, or just through your life experience and how you made it through it. They're like, wow, then this is achievable. Sometimes people have so much deep-seated doubts that they just need that little push or confidence, or knowing that someone else achieved it. So be that. All right. Next one is Bear. It's interesting. I think this is one of the cards that I got for myself. The Black Bear, Guardian. Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. So this is a nice prayer that you can use, and you can even add stuff to that. Like for me, I probably say, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. And give the confidence and power to those that I love and are in need of it, that are trying to reach the light. Help them find their strength and know their power, and have confidence to push forward through any and all blocks and adversity. So may it ever be. that kind of thing. So we can help so many people that way, because you can actually pray that they are connected with their guides, guardians, and angels, and they are aware now to call upon them, that they can feel them, or they have that sense that they need to do so that they can be connected again. Because if you don't ask for help, you don't always get the help unless it is your higher self working in the background. So, be that for other people. Help people wake up. So instead of having all this anger towards the people who like brutally, and I still have the anger, I deal with that every day, that brutally hurt animals senselessly, and they're so helpless. And so I pray to please wake up the hearts and the minds of all of mankind, so that they see how wrong this is, and they have no desire to do these things anymore. Wake their hearts up, embed it in their mind, give them the powerful dreams of what it would be like if it was done to them. So it doesn't have to physically happen to them. You're really praying for their higher good and well-being. Thus, that helps the entire world. If you can wake everybody else up, what a better place this would be, right? So focus on stuff like that. All right. Now, we haven't played with this deck in a while, so it's another animal card deck. It's the Spirit Animal. All right. I'm going to try to use a different deck every week that we haven't played with in a while. All right, Spirit, help me pick the proper animal spirit card that will help everyone wake something up inside of them, especially for this week of February 8th, 2026. Let me pick the proper card. Thank you. Ooh, turtle. Some things, fire horse, you think everything's working slowly. Fast. But it could be the things that you want to see coming to fruition, maybe taking some time, and you're not sure things are working, but don't give up, give over. The turtle wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and serenity. This is really good. I like this. All right. You may be encouraged to take a break in your busy life and look around or within you for more grounded, long-lasting solutions. All right, all right, well, this might be a quick fix. And I'm getting a lot of the messages. The quick fixes aren't going to be what really fixes anything. So you're going to find yourself doing double duty, doing the work again, but this time in a different way. So why don't you give it some thought and do it right the first time, or something that's going to be more long-lasting, or reach more people, or cover more area. So the turtle wisdom again teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and serenity. And I'm telling you, I'm doing my Tai Chi. I love it. It's really working for me. And it's me practicing, showing I'm taking responsibility for my mind, body, and spirit when I'm doing this. And that lets the universe know they're serious. They want to be woken up. Hell yeah. Yes, I do. Okay, so you may be encouraged to take a break in your busy life and look around or within you to be more grounded and long-lasting solutions. So there's ways that you can have solutions to things. Now it takes a moment. Ask Spirit, show me how I can have a solution to A, B, and C. Or, show me what is next. Or give me the idea. Stick that idea in my mind. Let me find whatever it is I'm looking for in the store, or my spiritual counselor, or whatever. Or the healing of myself. What steps should I take? Where should I focus first? Ask. If you don't ask and you don't put one foot forward, how are you ever going to get anywhere other than where you already are or have been? So get going. All right. Those are really good messages. I love them. All coinciding with the, I'm going to say Trojan horse, the fire horse, with some fire under our butts. All right. This time I'm going to go ahead and pull a trinket, and I would really love it if people put a thumbs up, hearts, or whatever, like, share, subscribe as I'm pulling this trinket. And Say some prayer. Could you guys send some prayers in Dwayne's way, Dreamweaver, so that the mechanic can find the solution and can fix it quickly and effortlessly, so the vehicle now is working like a well-sound machine, a well-oiled machine. I was gonna say, oh, let me tell you, my poor friend's driveway. I'm out there with that sand stuff, trying to clean up all the fluids that are leaking all over the place. So that it works effortlessly and quickly, and he finds the solution and gets it done quickly. That'd be really helpful. Thank you. And pray for all of those people that need it in whatever direction. And pray for yourself. Right, Spirit. Tell me to pray for others. Make it the best help for everyone on their path in life here. All right. All of you really need to start drinking plenty of water. And make sure it's fresh water, spring water, distilled water. Somebody definitely needs that message. You need to flush the body out. We are taking in toxins by the multitudes, and you really don't want to give too much energy to that. And this really greatly helps your organs and your brain and your mind, your back, your tissues, your muscles, everything. I mean, everything absorbs these toxins. It needs an awful lot of water constantly. While we can still drink fresh water, I'd be drinking it. So do it. Do your flush. And if you actually have an actual herbal flush, you might want to consider doing that as well. I think that's going to be, and it'll give me the words hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. This is be the answer to some of the solutions of some of the toxins that you've been taking on. And for some of you this week, this used to be white, but it's in the box with all my trinkets. The white fluffy ball, getting that warm, cozy feeling. So something that you do, or maybe a new regimen that you've adopted, or something you finally chose, or a solution is finally coming together, making you feel warm and fuzzy inside. It could be with Valentine's Day coming up too, that you're finally receiving the love that you deserve or been desiring. But there's something for some of you, they're giving me the word gifting. So some of you may be receiving a gift that you really, really adore and appreciate. And it gives you that love boost that you've needed, or the energy boost that you've needed. And then I pilled this out first before I specify that it was for everybody, but they know how this podcast goes. So this is really keeping it together, because if you lose your cool, lose your mind, and you react or overreact in the wrong way, it could not be good. Or it could be a really bad outcome if you don't present yourself properly, correctly. You don't let people know. Now, you don't have to yell at people. You can be very stern, and people know that you mean it. Nobody has to yell. Nobody has to freak out. But then some people need to be yelled at, because some people are so buried in their own thoughts, traumas, addictions, that they don't hear you unless you snap them out of it. So, but again, I think being stern, you still don't have to scream at anybody. Being stern, it's like, I said, this is enough, and look at me when I talk to you, because I mean it. Can you tell that I mean it? Do I have to yell? Do I need to push this further? Could you hear that determination in my voice? That means I mean it. And I don't have to yell at you, because you're about to ready to find out if you don't listen to me. So, you might have to be that strong character for a little while, but be careful how you do it, because you want to make sure they hear you. Not that it's just a wasted source of energy, but at the same time, keeping it together, maybe getting all your ducks in a row first. Like, all right, I got all this planned out. I got these videos to show the person how they act when they're this way, or, look, this is something else, a movie I could show them, that this is the outcome that happens when people are like this. There's a lot of addiction stuff going on right now. I don't think certain people can't handle the frequency. So if you thought things were going to get better and people has a really bad addiction, guess what? It's probably going to get worse. They say people that are in the darkness are going to go crazy with this energy, and they don't like it. They don't like the light maybe being shoved down their throat or whatever, because don't forget, they're not really them either. They are what took over them. So, or they allow it into their sphere, and they've learned to like it, and it's going to fight back. So you have to get your ducks in a row, do it the right way. Certain bosses and people that we deal with, you know what? If you get your ducks in a row the right way, their term's going to come to an end. So it's how you do it, how you produce it, what you gather. Be prepared. That's the best way to say it. Be prepared. All right. So we're going to pick a stone this week. Let's see what we got here. I am a fire horse. Oh, you are a fire horse. Wow. Robert says, this week I felt shifts twice. I have had to stop and regroup. Wow. Yeah, it has been intense this week. Almost felt like an earthquake without the movement. Another time I actually lost about 10 minutes and still can't remember what. Wow. That's because you're getting so connected, Robert. You have a beautiful backyard. And, all that nature energy you have, man, you could pick such a nice grounding spot. You can create a whole little energy vortex of your own back there. And that's really cool. And maybe in times like that, you want to gather that energy. If that whole yard is yours, nobody goes back there, you can find some really nice crystals to set up. You could probably set yourself up a nice crystal grid. And when you want to know what's going on, go sit in the middle of that grid, on the ground, so you're grounded, because the grounding feeds people. They tell you to be barefooted because the ground is what held all this sacred energy for us too. And I bet you'll get a lot of answers if you pose any, or just say, hey, show me what you feel is necessary for me right now, or what do I need to do to prepare for A, B, and C. That is really cool, Robert. I love it. Colleen says, all the animal cards are so relatable to me this week. Awesome. Yes. Animals do speak. You got to pay attention to the animals that actually cross your paths and stuff too, and look them up, because they're constantly trying to guide us in the moment, even, or for the extremely near future, what it is that you need to know what's upcoming. So pay attention to your actual animals too. All right, I'm going to put these away. I'm going to pull a stone. Ugh. Yep, heavy box. Heavy bin. All right, Spirit. Let me pull. Oh my God. They're wow. They're telling me we need 2 to 3 stones just for this upcoming week alone. Whoa, guess this is going to be a challenging week. I think it's going to have its ups and downs though. But I think we're going to relate, and we're going to be rewarded for our good deeds, or keeping up our strength, pointing people in the right direction, and getting our own nose out of the clouds and into what we need to discover and the direction we need to go. And they're talking about leaving your footprints in the sand. Man, this is just my hands in the bucket of stones. Sorry, they're talking to me. Oops, look at this. Make time fly, because it's going to. Make it fly in the direction of your desires, not everyone else's. You can make it happen. Yeah, we can make it happen. Okay, that's the song I got. All right, Spirit. Let me pick out the 3 stones that best help everyone in their path in life. For this week, especially for February 8th, 2026. Huh. Interesting. All right. So I got really 4 stones. And this floor, I know that's green calcite. Green calcite came out last week. That's still in play for us this week. It's just sitting ready to fall out of the bowl. So we got, this is green opal. Piece of green opal. We'll cover that. Let's see what else we got here. What is that? All right. It's really shiny. What is it? Hang on, I gotta see. Oh, all All right, if you can see in there, see the little gold threads in there? This looks like a rutilated smoky quartz. Look at that. It's really cool and shiny. Wow. Nice combination. All right. Bumblebee jasper. This is one of those stones you don't want to put in water, by the way, people. And you don't want to handle the powder of it either, because it could be very toxic if ingested. So bumblebee jasper. What is that? This fell in and out of my hand. That looks like a smoky quartz too. Almost has a purple hue to it though. It's kind of weird. I'm sorry, I had it far too up. Far too up. Wow. Things I'd say if only I could. So quartz. I think we're going to cover this in the smoky quartz part of that. So let's see what we got. And lots of information here this week. Whoa. So everyone didn't say if they're like into the getting the information or not. I think only 1 or 2 people said they liked it. What are the metaphysical properties of rutilated smoky quartz?
Rutilated smoky quartz combines the grounding of smoky quartz with energy, making it good for manifestation and emotional stability. It also helps with anxiety, negative thoughts, and bridges the physical and spiritual realms, supporting personal growth.
Well, if that's not perfect, I don't know what is. So even if you can get some rutilated quartz, and if you have to use some smoky quartz separately, you can do that. So it's a powerful stone for manifestation, emotional stability, alleviates anxiety, breaks down negative thought patterns, and bridges the physical and ethereal realms, facilitating deep shadow work and accelerated personal transformation. Whoa. I'm telling you, if that is this like not totally accurate, in case you need to screenshot that, or you can even look it up yourself. Come on. There we go. So there's a lot of stuff to it. Amplified manifestations. Grounding and protection. Smoky quartz provides a stabilizing protective energy that anchors the user to the earth, protecting against negative energies, electromagnetic smog, which we really need. That's the smoky quartz part. The rutile. Amplified manifestations. The rutile needles acting within the quartz enhance, accelerate, and amplify intentions and personal power, allowing for rapid manifestations. Emotional balance and healings. This stone helps in releasing the past, reducing stress, and acting as a natural antidepressant by fostering courage and self-worth. How awesome is that? Mental clarity and focus. It helps cut through mental fog, supporting focus during meditation and aiding in making critical decisions. Yes, and we are in the fire horse of critical decisions. Chakra connections. It primarily works with the root chakra for grounding and the solar plexus for confidence and willpower. Yay. Common uses, shadow work is used for deep introspection and uncovering repressed emotions. Energetic cleansing helps clear the aura and dissolve negative energy. Goal setting, used to channel energy into creating new positive life changes. So good for such a little stone. Man, I don't even know if I have a smoky mixed with rutile. So I might just carry this piece around with me for the week. All right. What's the next one? What are the metaphysical properties of green opal? Green opal is primarily known for its powerful properties of emotional healing, renewal, and connection to nature. It resonates deeply within the heart chakra, promoting balance, love, and emotional strength. So green opal is celebrated for its ability to alleviate stress and anxiety, fostering a sense of serenity and resilience. It helps to balance the mood swings and promotes a feeling of lightness in life. I need a giant cage. Put all these around my neck today. Releasing trauma. This stone assists in releasing past traumas, emotional wounds, and stagnant heartache, allowing for growth and moving forward from negative experiences. We've all had those, I'm sure. Self-worth and confidence. It enhances feelings of self-worth and self-esteem, empowering individuals to navigate challenges with a positive outlook and confidence. I can just go with this last one. Mental clarity by soothing an overactive mind and clearing mental fog. Green opal supports focus and problem-solving skills, aiding in decision making and creative inspiration. Are you noticing a theme here? All right. What are the metaphysical properties of bumblebee quartz? Bumblebee's jasper.
Bumblebee jasper is known for boosting joy, energy, and manifestation. It's said to activate certain chakras, encourage positivity, and increase self-confidence. It also helps overcome fear, sparking action and personal power.
Nice. Yes, because with the fear, it's hard for people to move forward or take that leap of faith. Notice them, all of them are for the courage and like really helping us on an emotional level, which we are definitely in an emotional time. I'll just go ahead and do the quick one on smoky quartz and we'll be done with this. What are the metaphysical properties of smoky quartz?
Smoky quartz is known for its grounding and protective qualities. It helps to stabilize energy, shields against negativity, and reduces stress and emotional turbulence. It also promotes practical thinking and resilience during challenging times.
Yep. So it's a lot like with the rudel. The rudel just adds just that much more energy and more of the sun energy, like the solar plexus energy. So you can move towards that happiness factor, that sort of thing. And so it helps, I think, to point you in the right direction with all that. Yeah, right. It could be amethyst, but amethyst would be for meditation, also soothing the nerves, prosperity. They're giving me the words mental clarity. So there we have it. All right. So, yeah, wow. We did a lot of this today. So let's go ahead. If anybody wanted a reading, you can go ahead and make that donation. Let me know what app you used. And for anybody who wants to take advantage of, wasn't going to do the shake of the day, but I think I'm going to do the shake of the day. I had my fortune things out here just in case we had extra time, but we clearly don't have extra time. But I am willing to stay on longer if somebody wants to make a donation, a purchase, or reading. Just let me know. So right now we're going to go ahead and do pick a number from 1 through 20. If you have a particular question, please put the question with it. Thank you. Love is in the air. Don't forget to activate your pineal glands. It's going to be really important with all this upcoming changes. So you know what to do, when to do it, when the time is right, how to prepare, how to stay in the flow, hang on to that positivity, how to work with the shadow side of yourself and things. It's like looking at what has held you back until now. And what is that thing that maybe you can do or add to your spiritual practice to help you evolve and shift out of the dark state or the blocked state and move into the positive, enlightened state? So that will probably be the helpful question when doing any shadow work. I just put away the animal cards, but I can pull them out if somebody asks for them. If there's a particular card you'd like to see me use, and you win the shake of the day, you can add that to her if you haven't put your number out there yet. The animal cards, the spirit animal, or the big animal card, or my deck, the purple deck. All right. Let's see what we got today. Where's my mom? Are you not guessing, Mom? Did you get yanked away? There you are. There you are. Wow, I did not see that. Duh. You're light blue for me. All right, here we go. Oh. Changing yours to 7, huh? Hey. What's with this changing? You guys are get one number. I don't know, Mom. I have a feeling you should stick with that. Now, see, I'm not going to know which one to give you. See? All right. Do you want? I'll let you guys change it. All right, Spirit. Going with the most recent number they've given it. Is there anybody particular here that really needs to have that reading? Number 10. Number 10? Number 10? Okay. And see, Mom, you should have stuck with 8. So this is Dreamweaver. You know what? He really needs it today anyway. So let's go at that. See, Mom. Always stick with your first gut impression of what you should pick. Do you have any particular card you'd like me to pull for you, Dreamweaver? I'm going to do my deck. I might actually pull the animal card for you too. Let's see. All right, Spirit. What's best going to help Dreamweaver in his path in life? What does he need to know, especially for this car situation right now? Vehicle. Change and transformation. Ooh. All right, so I got to rest my hand so it doesn't move all over the place when I'm reading it, in case you want to screenshot it. You are experiencing a change, be it a change of life, a change in residence, in diet or attitude, a relationship, job, or even faith in yourself. Right now, all you need to do is focus on your strengths that you do have. Write down all the positive things. Write down all the positive things. Remember all you have been through and notice that you are still standing. And in what ways are you stronger? What do you no longer put up with? Notice these changes and be proud of your success. Sometimes the change is a happy one. Even a change in life brings some positive aspects. So be patient and keep faith. This too shall pass. This is pretty good for now, I'd say. Hey. All right. In case you do want to screenshot that, should just bring that a little closer. Remember everything you've been through. Write down all those positive things. So when you get caught up in that downward spiral, like we all do, self-doubt, and why is all this shit happening to me or whatever, that kind of thing, you say, oh, but you know what? I do have this and I do have that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And when you switch your thought frame and you focus on the positive, more positive things happen. And don't forget, when you're leaving the negative thought behind, always say cancel, cancel, cancel. I know you know that one. All right. I don't want to this. Cards are just put away. I'm going to pull out one of those, the new, not new, but new for today, the animal cards. All right, one animal card here for Dreamweaver. What does he need to know, especially for this week or right now, or with his situation? What does he need to know, do or focus on? Interesting. Whew. Man, I just got a hot flash. All right, Ladybug. Ladybug, yeah, we had ladybugs instead of Asian beetles. That would really be nice, right? Your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. Dreams are coming to fruition. Stop and enjoy this moment. It is important to let things flow at their natural pace. Rest assured that in due course of time, your wishes will come true. How awesome is that? So Ladybug stands for luck. So I'm going to say you're going to have luck in whatever is coming your way. But don't forget, we are in Fire Horse. And just because some bad things happen, like whatever you're experiencing, it could be even with the vehicle situation. It could be that they find something else if they works on it in daylight, find something else that may have been a potential huge problem if it wasn't caught now. So this all could be a precursor to something better coming, but it also could be that this card stands for something else that you've really been hoping for and praying for that is coming into being. So we want to focus on that. That is awesome. All right. So focus on luck, saying, yes, good things are coming. Put some happy music on and say, good things are coming my way. Start doing a little dance, as you're maybe making some food or a sandwich or something. Good things are coming my way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that just really jets that energy up and helps to pull to you more of what you desire. Don't forget all the love in the air. Don't forget, everyone, to use your Rudolite Smoky Quartz. I got to go look through my jewelry box. Man, I might have to order one of those that I can wear instead of just carry with me. Because, anybody notice, especially us women, if you don't like jeans, like me and my mother hate jeans. And those stretch pants, there's finally starting to come out with some, but nothing ever has pockets. Like, how the heck do we carry anything with us on our person, even a phone or whatever? You want to go for a jog or something or a walk. Who wants to carry a pocketbook around with them just so they can carry a phone? Me, I always carry my phone around either because I have run business out of my home and I never know if somebody's going to show up at my door when I'm out walking the dogs. And because we got crazy people that have dogs that jump their fences and come after us, need to have a phone to call for help. So other than that, I'd be happy to leave my phone at home and just have that nice relaxing time to make the world go away. But when you have to carry stuff with you, or even a radio, if you're listening to music or whatever, you had no place to put it. So I'm not sure where I was going with that. But anyway, we need more clothing with pockets in it. But anyway, take that nice walk. Ground, if you could do it in some bare feet. Even if just go, if you guys have a nice yard, and this time of year down south, I guess you could go outside, put your feet on the grass and the dirt, not just the concrete, but you need to be in the grass and dirt. And that energy, your body literally physically needs the energy that comes from the earth. And it helps to ground you. It helps to recharge your body and the organs that need charging, things like that. So go out, give yourself half an hour or an hour, go sit outside. Even 15 minutes may help you, but the longer you can stay connected, literally, physically connected to the earth, the better. Get your feet in a stream of water or whatever. If you don't want to walk, you just want to sit with your feet in a creek or something. Do that. Sand, a sandy beach. Do that. It's connected to the water, the sand, because eventually, usually wherever the sand is, the water connects to it. So, either way, anything. The sand is like little granules of the light, little crushed up seashells. So even wearing shells, that's a good emotional balance for you, or a way of releasing also. Do an exchange of energy with the trees, leaning up against a tree. I hug trees. When I lived in Waniwak, I was always hugging trees. I don't have any trees in my yard, or I'd probably be hugging trees in my yard. But yeah, do whatever you can to connect with nature. It's really going to help you, especially in our little turbulent times that we are in right now. Fostering some energy for yourself. They're giving the words mobility. I don't know, people are having problems with their bodies moving and stuff. I guess grounding, it helps with that too. So get some grounding sheets. You know what? I got one of those, but it's hard for me to use it right now because the darn thing is so cold. Your body has to be touching that sheet. You can't have it underneath your fleece or flannel sheets or anything, because the threads are so small that sheet literally needs to be touching you. But yes, so anybody, if you want to get some grounding sheets, you live in the hot states, ain't gonna matter. You're not looking for so much warmth in your bed. Get one of the grounding sheets. I do have one, and I am so, I guess, sensitive. Do you know that I can hear the pulses from the electric coming from the wall into the sheet? It's really weird. I'd sit there and listen to it some nights going, oh my God, this is freaking me out. So I did use it for a while. I need to wash it and put it back on the bed. But that's not going to happen until things start getting a little warmer and I can, right now I need the warmth of my flannel sheets and my fleece sheets. So, but yes, that is a fantastic idea. No grass, snakes. Yeah, right. You know what you could do for people who really don't have it and you really want to ground every day? I wonder, it might work. It might even work on sitting on top of a grounding sheet too. You can even put a grounding sheet or grounding mat while you're watching TV, plug it in and sit with that. But might be able to fill up a pan with dirt and bring it in and put your feet in the dirt. I mean, unfortunately, it's not really connected to the earth, but it has been, and it still holds that energy. So if you have to, pull it up on the porch and just put your feet in the dirt while you're enjoying the air outside. But getting grounded in any way you can. Also, transplanting plants, getting your hands in the dirt, that helps. And sometimes I get in transplanted plants, and then every plant in the house gets onto the counter at some point in time. I'm either washing them or transplanting them or something. It's like called plant day, plant care day. I have a lot of plants. Everybody knows me. So that's definitely at least a 1 day ordeal. So whatever you can. I think that might be a part of why, and while I'm a Cancer too, I love to have my hands in water. I must wash dishes. God, at least like probably 3 to 5 times a day. I wake up in the morning. I figure if I'm going to have to wash my hands to test my blood sugar, I'm going to wash whatever dishes are in the sink. And it's usually like glass or something because I wash them before I go to bed. But I wash them because I have to get soap on my hands anyway. So I might as well wash the dish that's in the sink. And then I test my blood sugar. So it's just all little motivations I find to keep what I can tidy. Because I have so much stuff, so many hobbies, so many things I'm into. It could be rough. They make grounding mats also. Yep, the grounding mats. Exactly, right. All right. Anybody have any questions about anything that maybe we've learned here today? And if anybody wanted to get a reading, you can contact me at the information, the phone number you see scrolling through below. Best way to contact me is through text. So doesn't have to be today. It could be any day for anybody who's watching this later on. We have a low attendance today, which is kind of interesting. But a lot of people might be doing some stuff. I mean, it's still cold outside, but it's starting to warm up. So I can see people wanting to finally get some stuff done. And we're going to be coming up into the high 30s or 40s this week. I'm so excited. I can't wait. The dogs are actually going to get to go out for walks when it's been a long time. And Lucky doesn't get to go out for a walk. He gets so excited. He leaves the door screaming and barking and crying. He's so happy. Like, let me out. He's so cute. Anyway, yes. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, from my heart to yours. Make sure you give everyone a hug and a kiss, or at least a hug that you love. And your pets, they'll so appreciate hugs and loves. And give them a little massage or something. Let them know that you care. And I'm sorry I've been busy. Here you go. It's a little something for you. And, the just because hugs are sometimes the best ones and the most reciprocated. So hug those you love, even though you may not be in love with them. Friends that come over and stuff, give them a hug. Everybody needs a hug. Exchange some energy. And when you hug somebody, you're supposed to hug heart to heart. So your heart is touching their heart. So pay attention when you're giving people hugs. If it's someone you're forced to hug, you really don't want their energy, then maybe you should make sure you do it the other way. But you should really be exchanging heart to heart energy. Make sure you're hugging them so both your hearts would be touching each other's hearts, the left chest to the left chest. So just a little information for you, just full of information today. Much love to all of you. If you don't have someone to share Valentine's Day with, please make sure you do something special for yourself. You make yourself a special meal, treat yourself to an ice cream, a movie, a pizza, taking yourself out to eat, or, spend it. What me and a couple of my spiritual friends used to do, especially with the ones I owned the store with, we used to sit and we used to go through every deck of cards we had and just gave ourselves like an all-day reading. It was like fun to just have a play day. So, whatever you got to do, play. Like Colleen, paint yourself a meaningful portrait because you earned it. Have you even made one for yourself? Make a beautiful painting that has some great meaning to you. What do you value? So, do whatever it takes. Do something for yourself. You make jewelry. Make yourself a beautiful piece of jewelry or a candle or whatever it is you do. I have so many things I can make. I really need to start doing my resin again. But before all the fairs start. I'm not even sure if I'm attending fairs this year. I signed up for them, but I didn't pay for them yet. I really don't know. I'd really rather, I figured it out. Of all the expense that it costs me to go, I'm lucky if I brought in $700 from a fair, I'm lucky if $50 of it goes into my pocket. The rest of it is paying for the items that I purchased, I'm paying help or paying for the table space, the gas to get there, food while I'm there or traveling there. There is nothing left. So, I'm really rethinking that. I like it because I like to make connections and do some networking. So I may do one or two, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do all 5 that I'm interested in. So the hard part's going to be to pick which one. And especially with the world the way it is, I don't know if people are going to be expending money on things either. So you guys all know what I have. If you're interested in anything or you want to see the things I have in my store, let me know and I'll do like a quick little video of stuff and send it to you. Especially if you got somebody you'd like to buy a gift for or a gift for yourself. All right. Much love and light to you all. I love you all so much. And Colleen says, not really, but I have been filling my walls with my work. It looks like a regular gallery now. That's cool. Let's see. What do you like? Do you like singing birds, running creeks and streams, waterfalls, nature scenery, a creek? I think you should do something for you. It's actually a nice legacy that you would leave behind too. Say, this was her favorite painting. She did this for herself. So I got certain jewelry that I wear or that I'll create too that I really love, and I'll put on the side. And the day that I leave this earth, I hope that someone special in my life will own it and keep it and know that that is something that has my energy in it. So, that kind of thing. I'm always thinking anything, either water. Yeah, anything with water. Yes, I love nothing but water for me too. Ocean scenes with a beautiful sunset in the background or a beautiful river that's flowing with trees and a waterfall that leads to it. Little nature spirits. There's all kinds of things. It's really cool. I wish I had the gift. I'd be painting myself all kinds of stuff. Maybe if I find the time to do it, right? All right. Well, we're definitely over our time, but I enjoyed talking and connecting with everybody today. Much love and light to you all. Happy Valentine's Day. And hope to see you next week on the 15th. Namaste. And don't forget to treat yourself good. Namaste.